Welcome everyone to Haven of Horror. As always, I am Subject, and I have Robert Doom Guy Wild.
Hello.
Robert, we're going to show you a movie for the first time.
We
You
are.
literally haven't stopped harassing me about it this week, so I'm pretty sure you're very excited.
Yep. I haven't seen the movie. I haven't played any of the games. I'm clearly the perfect guy for this commentary.
Of course. So, have you
Going in
picked out
completely
your
blind.
next choice for after the commentary?
I have. We will
Excellent.
reveal that at the end.
He's like, I've been planning my
I
revenge.
I'm 90% sure this movie you haven't seen, but there is that 10% margin of
If
error
there's even a 1%
chance. So
chance.
I do have a backup plan. I have a backup plan.
There's even a 1% chance.
We will take it as
As
absolute
absolute
certainty.
certainty. All right. Timer is there. All right. As you may have noticed from the title or the thumbnail or the picture of our background, we are watching the Doom movie. Robert, are you ready?
I'm ready. The unrated version, so it's like 3 minutes
Yes.
longer than
3
the
minutes.
theatrical.
The Rock's truly the Rock's greatest film, and Karl Urban's.
Stall order.
In three, two, one, play. In all seriousness, just playing aside, because I recognize this is not a great movie, but it can at least say it is no longer the worst Doom movie.
You're
I
gonna
saw
make me
Doom
watch that at some
Annihilation.
point.
I don't know if I can watch that again.
Oh, we will. Stop talking over the exposition. Oh no, is this part of the dark universe?
Yes, it is kind of crazy though, just for like at the time, how many names they got for this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's had like a decent, modest budget. This wasn't a Uwe Boll
Yeah,
joint. That's not
uh,
Earth. That's
this
Mars.
this had a $50 to $70 million budget and only made 60 million. But they got
Well,
Carl
look at
Urban, they
all the
got
winners.
Dwayne Johnson, they got Rosamund Pike.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I mean, these are really big names, in hindsight, this many years later. The Rock's movie career was kind of spotty, still getting going. Carl Urban, popular character actor, but not really an A-list star. And Rosamund Pike had been in a couple things, but I don't know. I wouldn't call these like big A-list names like when they're making this
Carl
movie.
Urban at this point has been in Lord of the Rings. He's got to be some kind of name.
Yeah, yeah. Again, popular working character actor, certainly.
Meanwhile, in
Oh God,
Darkness,
these people are getting killed by editing.
truly the best killer. There was somebody else that was in this that is like a. Oh, and Richard Brake is in this. That's more of a character actor.
Yeah.
Doomsday is coming.
Oh no, his hand. They're pounding at the door, John.
They're scraping at the door. They need quarantine procedures. So, do you know the basic premise of like the games, right?
Well, aren't the games like, oh, these people discover like a portal to hell or something on Mars and they gotta fight demons and stuff? And apparently this movie throws most of that out, is the
Uh,
reputation.
yeah, I mean, the original games have less so a story. It's just you're on Mars, there's demons, kill them.
And this turns it into a more of an experimentation zombie thing.
Oh, just wait till you get to the explanation because it's amazing.
Now the real horror. Is that The Rock with hair?
That's The Rock before all of his tattoos.
Now he's got fake tattoos. Oh god. Get it? Because we're based on a game. Oh my god, it's Joe Chill. I don't trust him. Yeah, it's very clearly going for a aliens
Hmm.
marine vibe with this crew.
Which that isn't the worst thing in the world because you are a space marine in the original trilogy,
Mhm.
and in a movie you need more than just this one guy fighting demons.
Are they demons though?
Or you'll see.
Yeah, as I said up top, I haven't played any of these
So,
games. I haven't seen any of these movies.
did you
I,
just hear
I
Richard
this is a
Brake?
nice laid back.
Did you hear what
What do you
Richard
say?
Brake said? He's gonna lock himself in a room with a bottle of tequila and three she boys.
Yeah.
That's the
Did
writing we're
it?
dealing with here, folks.
Well, this gets to be a laid back commentary for me. I have nothing to contribute other than watching the picture.
Exposition. Oh man, you're commentating the best movie in all existence. That's what I'm saying. Robert hasn't seen
That's
this,
what I
and he's
heard.
missing out. At least that's what I heard. The only thing better than this is Scorpion King. I mean, I also did legitimately love Scorpion King as a kid. I just haven't went back to it.
That one I missed. I never have seen The Scorpion King.
I'm surprised just because how big of a Mummy fan you are.
Yeah, I remember seeing the commercials for them because they were all over the DVDs. I think I just didn't have access to them
Mm.
because shortly after the third one, I bought a DVD 3 pack of the Mummy movies. So, and before that, I had seen like the first couple on VHS. So I think I just didn't have access to the Scorpion King series. So I just never really tried them out.
Now you know all their names because their guns told it to you. Urban also isn't a choice for Doom Guy. I
No,
know Robert
no.
looks like he's tied down to his chair being forced to watch this. He says,
We can neither confirm nor deny.
"Mhm."
But it's also very Predator. It's clearly going
That was a
for a
predator,
Predator vibe
like
with this crew.
that was a predator bit.
Hmm.
Hey, remember that bit from the beginning?
Wait a minute, that's that guy. During that opening with the doctor, I was just like, wait, is this concerned as Stranger Things? It's just the same opening with the Demogorgon.
Well, I think would rip off this movie. I love the movie's dialogue. If it's trying to kill you, it's a threat. Really, I would have never figured that out. Funnily enough, Kyle, he is kind of forced to watch this because this is what I picked for tonight.
He wanted to live forever. Why? To be immortal. Or however that line went.
In this movie, there's a drinking game. You have to drink every time The Rock does his raised eyebrow. You're drunk 20 minutes in. I don't think he does the raised eyebrow that much. I just love the fact that somebody put the effort into remap, like upscale this to 4K, and it wasn't just like a fan; it was like a legitimate 4K release.
Somebody liked it. So I'm gonna throw just a wild theory out there
Okay,
as to why they took this movie the direction they did. Do you think? Keep in mind, we're talking about studio heads here. Do you think some studio heads say, "Well, that Event Horizon movie sure didn't do well. Let's not do actual demons in this. Let's just like make them zombies or experiments or whatever." How far off do you think I am on that?
not probably not too far because you can make like a zombie movie PG-13, um, or at least more wider audience friendly. I don't remember what this is rated normally.
And
Um,
Event Horizon was notorious for being like an NC-17 cut down to an
mhm.
R because it was so gory, and then still didn't do well.
Robert next was making much miscongeniality or something. It has to be a horror film. Holy zoom in. Holy zoom
Oh
out.
my god! Now they're in the Stranger Things elevator.
Well, they got the US UAC part. Let me saying how bad it is. That is a horror. I have actually seen that movie.
Oh,
It's been like 20 years, but
Miscongeniality is fine. Nothing wrong with that movie.
eh. The Rock says he's natty to this day, and compared to what he looks like today in this movie. I mean, okay. Celebrity lies about steroids. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Oh my god. It's CGI. Run.
It ate him.
Well, that just happened.
I just love the idea of the Marines just basically are this corporation's like goons. They're not actually Marines. They're just space cops. Oh,
You just do that for everyone who comes here. The sets so far I'd say are marginally better than Jason X. You decide how much of a compliment that is. This could be in the Jason X universe.
This is the prequel or a sequel. I don't know which.
Let's just make The Rock and Karl Urban versus Jason Voorhees. I'd watch that.
I would legitimately give money to see Carl Urban play like the Jason Hunter, like in Part Four,
Mmm.
and the Rock can just be Jason. He's just so sleazy all the time.
Yeah, and now it's the women from Jason X, or it might as well be.
Hey, there's Rosamund Pike.
She was in a James Bond movie, the one with Halle Berry and other Bond girl. She was the other Bond girl.
It's always super funny watching a different movie with you guys' commentary on super hit or miss, but sometimes it's hilarious. What are you watching?
Yeah, he's watching Gone with the Wind. When this is over, he'll have like half of his movie left.
I think Rosamund Pike is legitimately good in this movie.
That
Her
seems
and
fine
Carl Urban.
casting. I know she's not like a particularly liked actress for a while. I've always thought she was fine.
I was watching Black Panther, but I think her and Carl Urban are convincing enough siblings.
Yeah, sure. She could put on a bra.
It was really weird seeing her again in Gone Girl, which is a completely different performance.
Yeah, what has she been in lately? Because that felt like kind of the peak of her career. Like that was a big one where everyone was really talking about
Mm.
her. And I can't think of a whole lot she's been in after that.
Play the main character while watching Black Panther attack people was hilarious. The Rock should have been Black Panther. Let's be honest.
Or not.
Meanwhile, at the
Hear me out.
sci-fi door, oh look, it's a Star Trek scanner.
I'm waiting for this to just turn into the elevator scene from Winter Soldier.
The Rock just goes Hail Hydra. Oh, the Samoan Panther. I'd watch that. Isn't it funny?
It's like racist? No comment.
I just hate the whole contract thing where he isn't able to be being in a fight. Like your pride is ruining half your movies. Get your ass kicked once. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's a
that was
stupid.
embarrassing. And
So
obviously,
embarrassing.
that wasn't a thing like 10 or 15 years ago, but at some point he got that in his head and like you started seeing that in the later Fast and Furious movies. It's like, what are you doing, man?
So I've always said that something drastically happened with The Rock because like when he first starts, he's doing all kinds of different movies, comedies,
Mhm.
action, and drama, and then he just started doing generic action man movies.
Well, Fast Five was what I mean. To be clear, a lot of his 2000s movies like this did not do well.
Yeah.
So he wasn't just picking winners, at least at the box office. But then Fast Five really revitalized him like as a movie star. But he really worked as a supporting character than that, and as kind of one of the main antagonists. And then like Seven was the last one where he'd let himself like lose a fight. At some point around Fast 8 is when he starts just exclusively doing those types of action movies.
Mm-hmm. And then that like contract stuff came out. You're just like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know, because like I'm confident saying back in the day, he had an ego. All wrestlers do, but
Yeah.
he knew how to do business, and he's just forgotten how to do that.
He tried really hard with Black Adam. Tried really hard. And that movie, kind of a flop, still made more money than a few of the DC movies that came after, so context is everything.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but it's probably better than The Flash.
Oh god. Yeah, I guess it is.
It's like which version of AIDS do I pick?
They're hard things to compare because Black Adam's just a mediocre movie. Flash has a couple good scenes and mostly terrible.
Hey, I enjoyed Black Adam. There were things that weren't great, but I enjoyed it and was entertained. And I mean, at the end of the day, for me,
Yeah.
that's the minimum. I just need to be entertained.
Well, there's a couple entertaining sequences with like Hawkman and Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, and I'm like, I kind of wish I was just watching a Justice Society movie. This is more interesting and more fun than the Black Adam movie, where he has to play an extremely stoic man of few words character. And I don't know, the Rock is charismatic, but he can't pull off that type of role the way Schwarzenegger can.
Mhm. No, The Rock should be the shit talker. That's what he's
Mhm,
good at.
mhm. And in Black Adam, he's not doing that.
Mhm. No, like I sent you that wrestling promo he did. Cast him in roles where he has to do stuff like that.
Mhm. And play villains more. Have more fun, more big.
Yeah. I would kill to see him play just an over the top shit talking villain.
Hmm. Marvel, hire him.
Doesn't need to win an Oscar, but there's a moment of fun that come out of the movie meaning, hey, that wasn't bad. I'm happy, especially from DC. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
Look,
context is everything.
yeah, literally, look at WWE. He plays a great heel.
Access
What do you
denied.
think's behind that door?
Uh. I hope it's not dinosaurs.
There are going to be dinosaurs in this dinosaur movie. Yes. Should have been the guy in Fast and Furious, whatever, that the guy from Aquaman played, like a flamboyant bad guy who shit talks the whole time.
Remember aliens?
What's that? I mean, let's be honest. This is better than Aliens.
Uh, I get a Reaper, Mr. Grim Reaper. It is weird how often they've paid lip service to like demons and shit like that, almost as like, see, like,
We get the
we're
material.
referencing
We're
that
just not
stuff.
gonna do it.
It's a nod. It's an homage.
Yeah, see, like this is a sibling conversation. Oh, here it is, Robert. Look at your face. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that is the crux of it. They discovered a 24th chromosome that gives you
Th-
superpowers.
This is reminding me of when the Predator was gonna save predators with autism. Getting those vibes.
This is better than that.
I mean, it might be.
I think the problem with that is just I don't want that in a Predator movie. This is its own thing. I can just separate it from that and enjoy it as schlock. But it's gonna get better because we haven't learned everything.
Hmm.
Jason Momoa is the bad guy in Fast X. A top bad talking flamboyant bad guy. Bring back The Rock to heel and play that character would be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny. We were
Well,
just
like I
talking
said,
about those movies too.
The Rock is more of an antagonist in his first one in Fast Five, and that's the
And I think
best
that's
one.
what worked about it. Yeah.
Hmm.
But then they had to bring him back
Yeah.
until
They
he
make him
fell out
part of
with
the
Vin
crew.
Diesel.
But don't worry, he's back now because I think he's gonna be in 11.
Oh man, it's closing one eye. I think it'll be easier to find the plot.
I'm looking for it.
Well, you don't like legendary characters like Pervert Man Goat or Portman?
Sure.
Richard Brake makes him fun.
Love Richard Brake. Do you remember the differences enough to say that you could say, "Oh yeah, you totally prefer the unrated version," or is this just like the one you always watch?
This is just the one
No.
I watched because that was what was on DVD.
So was this PG-13 when it went theatrical, or was it R?
Let's see. 2005. Oh, I guess it was rated R.
Weird. I highly doubt there's enough extra stuff on this to warrant an unrated release. I could be wrong, but I'm predicting this won't go as far as something like the unrated cut of the Friday the 13th remake.
Okay, so the IMDb says includes contains scenes not in the original film, including Portman finding a doctor in a locker room and the Sarge briefing the team on the helicopter. So apparently, that helicopter briefing is not in the theatrical cut.
Sure.
That's a strange thing to cut. Ah!
Shoot him.
Hey, he ripped his ear off.
Don't do that.
The acting is so bad they made it rated R, so less people have to see it. No, I think I don't think the acting is that bad for this type of movie. Carl Urban's just kind of doing his thing. Like I feel like this is what Carl Urban does in almost every movie he's in now. And Richard Brake is just having too much fun being a dick.
Richard Brake's always a standout.
The worst one is the kid here.
Is this character development?
Drugs.
What's with all the blue lighting? Aren't we on Mars?
But we're in a building.
Hmm.
It's ironic because they're on the red planet, but it's all blue.
I've seen Total Recall. I know what Mars looks like.
Well, that's because you watched the remake and it got the wrong kind of
Oh,
Mars.
that one didn't go to Mars.
Wait, it doesn't?
Nope.
I haven't seen it, so I just thought
You,
it did.
you know what the remake's gimmick is?
What's that?
Because they keep everything on Earth, but it's in the future and everything's overpopulated and a mess. But because the remake is more grounded and realistic, instead of Mars, they have a tunnel they go through from one side of the Earth through the center to the other, so they can quick travel from America to China. So that's
Somehow
their stand-in.
dumber.
That's their more realistic, grounded version of Total Recall. So there's a
Ah,
tunnel that goes from the Earth to China, or something like that. Well,
Jesus.
Australia, one of the two.
Who do you think's gonna die first?
Um, Karl Urban,
So if you didn't notice, he's cutting himself because he took the Lord's name in vain.
as you do.
Hey, it's a character trait. I'll take
I
it.
I have already forgotten who this guy is.
That's Goat. How can you forget Goat? He's a very memorable character that has like 5 lines of dialogue.
Stop smiling.
Why is it with all these like close-ups on Richard Brankton's face?
I don't know. Just kill somebody.
He would be a good Joker, I think.
Oh yeah. It's getting weird. Oh Jesus. Oh God. Well, this doesn't age well. I love how the second this naked
This must be
woman
the scene they're
freaks
talking
out on them, they
about.
just shoot her.
That must be the scene they're talking about that was restored for this version.
That is way too hardcore for an R-rated movie. It's got to be unrated, I guess. And then you look at like the sex scene in the Friday the 13th remake that goes on for like 10 minutes. You're like, okay, I get why they had to cut this
Listen, that
down.
scene was stupendous, okay?
It is a superior version.
It still has a more believable scientist than The World Is Not Enough.
That is correct. Rosamund Pike would have been a better fit for that role than Denise Richards. Okay, somebody shoot this guy. He's done for. Why are we trying to save him?
He's dead, Jim. He's doing his best David Tennant impression. There was something I like quaint about this movie when we could just risk like 60 million on a shitty like B movie.
I think I was comparing this to Aliens earlier. Alien Resurrection's probably a better comparison, and you like that movie a lot,
Mhm.
so you think there's any
Because
crossover
that's
there for you?
probably I don't know. I like schlock, and this gets stupid enough that I could just turn off my brain and have a good time. Oh, that poor rat.
Stop. Stop. Get some help.
At least they tried to talk him down.
Did you shoot him with your tasers? Oh, yes. Is this a rescue operation or a shoot everybody on site type of thing?
Yes.
They're in the walls.
I don't remember the dude with the turret's name. I'm concerned. I don't see the movie because of Doom in the background of Robert's stream on a shelf. I feel like he isn't taking this seriously. That's true. You didn't buy the 4K.
Oh my god, monkey.
Monkey.
It's always the monkeys. It's like we watched 28 Days Later. Let's just do that.
Monkey. Some kind of monkey.
Some kind of monkey. So, John, I'm sure you grabbed your beautiful steelbook to show on camera since you're
Um,
the world's biggest fan of this movie.
yeah, give me a second. I'll grab it.
Don't leave me alone. Guys, this dude, he's a goner. Why are we trying to keep him alive? This is how epidemics start.
So this is my steelbook of Doom. It originally came with just the Blu-ray, but I upgraded to 4K.
Nice. So was it originally
I'm
like a
actually more disappointed that he has a steel.
So is it like Blu-ray DVD and you just threw out the DVD or something?
Uh, yes, yes, but no, it's got a cool like comic booky
Mm.
cover.
There was a whole line of those that Universal was doing. I think Van Helsing had one. I know the Incredible Hulk had one. Like there
Yeah.
were a whole bunch.
Are you more disappointed that I have the steelbook or that I have it in 4K?
No, you have a one of a kind steelbook. You have a Blu-ray steelbook with a 4K disc, which I'm 100% sure no one else has.
The disc is
That makes
also
yours
just like the
special.
shittily, most shittily produced. Like it's just the cover haphazardly splashed on there.
Yeah, I know
I'd
where
love
I'm
to have
going.
that
I'm
Van
going
Helsing one.
crazy. Oh yeah.
Equally disappointed in you, always disappointed. Oh, thank you. I strive to live up to those standards. Introducing the
Uh,
cat in the background.
Yay! I'd rather watch the cat.
Oh, come on.
It's just people walking. Is this movie just people walking?
Is this a walking simulator?
Wow.
Dr. Willits. Willits. Kyle, I'm just mad at you because you got me into steelbooks and I've been broke since. You're welcome.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of steelbooks. Love steelbooks.
um, have you ever had a steelbook that like this is dumb, but I want it because how dumb it is?
Um, Not off the top of my head. Not for a steelbook.
Okay, are you ready to hear mine? Because Doom doesn't count because I legitimately wanted that. There is a Godzilla '98 steelbook that I'm pretty sure is a 4K release, and I kind of want it because it's insane that that movie got a steelbook.
I'm I have that movie on DVD. I'm debating upgrading it to Blu-ray. I can't see myself ever upgrading that to 4K, let alone a 4K steelbook.
Um, for me, it would be an upgrade because the only way I've owned that movie, and I don't own it this way anymore, but was VHS tape.
Yeah, I used to have it on VHS, I think,
I loved
or I
that movie
borrowed
as a
it.
kid.
Me too. Well, it's just because I was a Jurassic Park fan growing up, so
Yeah.
Godzilla '98 was just like more of that for me. I watched it a lot.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I need it so bad, but I love it. The Steelbook is. Yeah, but I mean that's also a popular like
That's a
cult
cult
film.
film, yeah.
Godzilla '98. Robert and I think, are the only ones that like that movie.
I mean, it's no The Lost World. The Lost
Of
World is
course.
better.
You know, I haven't quoted that movie as much as I have since I've met you, uh, but I love that.
But we can start quoting Godzilla '98. Mix it up.
That's a lot of
It,
fish.
it's Totopoulos.
Cat, I swear to God.
That's why I have to lock my cat out. She doesn't get
Well,
to be present for these.
this isn't my cat. We're fostering, but our cat doesn't get along with cats, so this cat is locked in my room.
Aye, there's the rub.
They have the original TV show Power Rangers on Steelbook. Yes, I've almost bought those like 6 times. They look so nice. It's just like a
Yeah, I don't.
black steelbook with the Ranger helmet.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't have any steelbook like sets of like a show or a series or anything. I just have a bunch of individual ones.
I'm really upset with myself for not pulling the trigger on that Last of Us steelbook.
For the show or the
Yeah,
game?
have you not seen that?
Yeah, I have. I've just got the regular Blu-ray release, but steelbook was nice. Yeah, I do have a. Do you have any video game steelbooks? Because I have a couple.
No, because I buy all digital.
Yeah. On the PS3, I had Uncharted 3. I have a Uncharted 3 steelbook. And on PS4, I have Uncharted 4 and I think one or two others.
Those
Can't
are the
think of them.
steelbooks I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. No, that's a nice set. That would be worth it. Is the problem with steelbooks or like 4Ks or whatever, they're just real hit or miss with artwork. Sometimes they really botch those.
Oh, it's a monster.
Uh, John. They got John. Goat
No, that's
or
goat.
okay, okay. Well, he's dead now.
Or is he? I just love that the monster pops up and he's like, punch.
That's fun. Get to the ark. We need the animals. You need two of every animal. Let's go.
You get
But
it? Devils,
yep,
demons.
yep, 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 and yeah, yeah. But there was like a at least a Last of Us 2 steelbook. I was never able to get my hands on that. That was too pricey.
I really wanted that like Ellie edition that they did, but
Hmm.
I don't buy physical games because it's just a pain in the ass to swap them out. Plus, that's
Oh,
where all the issues with like waiting for patches and stuff like that. You pre-order digitally, and that shit's all pre-installed. You're ready to go at
mhm,
midnight.
that's true. Yeah, I also have a steelbook of Arkham Origins because that's a game where I got the deluxe
You have a steelbook of
collector's
what?
edition. Arkham Origins.
Noise.
Adrenaline. It's our get out of jail free card. His name was Goat. It's not that big a loss,
Are you prejudiced against goats?
I guess. I mean, if it was Richard Brake, I'd be like, "Oh my God, save him!" But yeah, he's gone.
He's dead, Jim.
Oh, he's angry. This movie will get 10 times better if the hybrid from the end of Resurrection shows up.
I mean, that's just true.
That'd be worth it.
I wonder if we're doing something with The Rock here.
I trust him. This
I
is
like
going
how his
over well.
idea of secure is a guy in a wheelchair with a pistol and some grenades.
He'll be fine.
I am pretty sure this is why this is rated R.
Oh, this is a good idea.
This is a nice little practical effect, though. I don't know about the design, but just the actual like
You're a fan of Starship Troopers, right?
It's all right.
Really?
When it's probably my least favorite of the big Verhoeven movies, but it's good. I just like like RoboCop, Total Recall.
I like that that movie just goes full schlock in satire. It
Hmm.
has no pretense
Yeah,
about what it
I've
is.
also only seen it once. I need to watch it again. That was a line.
Yep. Bonesaw is ready. That's missed opportunity. When she says we need a power bone saw, we need a hard cut to a couple of guys walking in holding bone saw. He's going. Stop picking on Richard Brake. He's clearly the hero.
See, like this is a livelier performance than anything The Rock has done in like 10 years.
Are you two gonna fuck or what?
Ah, Jesus.
He is very upset. This scene feels like I'm just waiting for the Jason X liquid nitrogen scene. Feels like that's what we're setting up, but it's not going to do it. She's the only lady in this movie, so she'll be fine.
She's also the protagonist's sister. How long has he been gone?
Days.
Well, it's a cool little idea, I think. No, it's just crazy to me that after this movie's reputation, Doom Annihilation is almost identical. Just it's actually demons, just shittily CGI demons.
Oh. Because I think that movie is a complete reboot, but they
Mm-hmm.
still packaged it like it was a sequel.
Yeah.
Listen to the dog. Uh oh. Kill it. Shoot it.
Remember Alien?
I don't know. For me, there have been two standout moments. That and Carl Urban punching a zombie.
Mm. No, I like the like B movie sci-fi technology in this movie.
Yeah.
Really dumb.
Put that on the box.
They got to put something on the box. Uh, they couldn't find a single quote for this.
That's awesome.
We need the Red Letter Media review on this.
We need a deep dive.
I want to know what Jay thinks of this movie. Mike probably likes this movie.
uh, or Rich. I think
Yeah,
Rich is more of a sci-fi schlocky action guy. I wouldn't bet on
I
it.
don't know because Mike
Or-
loved Jason X.
Yeah. Well, and that's Rich's favorite.
Oh, okay. It's trauma time.
You shut about the door already?
Never mind. No time for the trauma.
What is this, an A24 movie?
What is this? A Blumhouse movie?
Oh, I
Try to
guess this is.
watch. Let me try to watch The Wolfman tonight.
Hmm,
Get started on my 2025 films.
I might go out and see Hard Eyes. I'm hearing good things. The new Valentine's Day slasher movie.
Nice.
Did you ever see not My Bloody Valentine? I think it's just called Valentine from the early
Yes.
2000s.
I
Do you
actually
like
didn't
that
see
movie?
that until a couple years ago. It was
Oh,
alright.
okay.
I watched it because David Boreanaz is in it.
Yep. I haven't seen it, but I'm thinking about checking it out if it's streaming somewhere.
It's alright. It was cool seeing Boreanaz in a completely different
Mhm.
uh, role because that's Angel from that one show. Angel.
Don't call me Pinky.
He told them to call him Pinky.
I don't think that's a thorough sweep. You can't just look down a hallway and say, clear. We did it.
Well, it's like it's the rules of the Thing video game where they just blurt it out at any random time.
All right. Okay. Is he going to get the BFG?
Maybe.
What's the other movie? Is Jason X? What's the other movie that references the BFG? That pops up somewhere
Um.
outside of Doom. I know that's referenced in something.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God, that's a bad. I did it. I found the heart. Oh, oh. So does his extra chromosome make him smarter?
Thank you for that brief biology lesson. I don't see anything about other movies, but it is in other games like the new Wolfenstein.
Hmm. Oh. Idiot.
Oh my god. He unalived himself for the second time. And here's our another mandatory Doom reference.
Yeah.
He said the thing, Robert.
So yeah, I was right. It was Jason X. One of the soldiers in one scene mentions having a BFG.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not literally it, but it's clearly an intentional reference.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I know it's officially like a Bioforce gun. It's big fucking gun. That's what it is. Don't give it an official name. And it's not to be confused with the BFG children's book that was
When
turned
they
into a
announced
mediocre
that
Spielberg
movie,
movie.
I was so confused because I had never heard of the book. The Doom weapon?
It's such an unfortunate title. It's like this either stands for the big fucking gun or the big fucking giant. I will not accept any other title explanation.
What does it stand for?
The big friendly giant.
That's so stupid.
No, don't call it. It's the big fucking giant. That's the title.
Spielberg should direct a Doom movie.
Could be fun. Well, he made the Temple of Doom. Oh no, he's in the chain room. You never want to go in the chain room, John. See? Told
Are
you.
you just calling people John trying to figure out which one is John?
No, I was talking to you.
And this is an enemy from I think Doom 3. And I remember this was promoted heavily with Doom 3 to the point where the DVD copy I had, if you put it in your Xbox, had a demo for Doom 3.
That's cool. We don't do fun stuff like that anymore.
No, we don't. Are you ready for the Underground Fight Club episode of this movie?
Yes. Is it like the Smallville one? Oh my god.
But no, I like the monsters. Are all practical.
Yeah. I like this. I like the chain with the computer on it. That's kind of fun. the CGI lightning is not the best. No, this guy's really going for it. Oh,
Hey, he's putting up a fight. He
he
gonna make it.
refuses to. He refuses to be the black guy who dies in a horror movie. Oh dear.
You were saying.
Oh well, he tried. Well, that was anticlimactic.
I don't know. It was a pretty good fight up till the end. They got their licks in.
I don't know. I think my biggest problem with this movie is when you think Doom, you think just balls to the wall, gore, nonstop action, lots of shooting. There's just a lot of walking around in this movie. Like a lot of walking around.
Yeah, this has more in common with Doom 3, which did go for more of a survival horror approach. Um,
Was Doom 3 the last one before the reboot?
mhm.
So it's a thing that kind of went dormant for a bit, and then that kind of kicked it back in.
Yeah, because Doom 3 is early 2000s. That's like the Xbox. And then Doom reboot is 2016. Because 4 was in production forever and then it got rebooted. And 'cause Doom 3 was also not a smash hit. I think it's kind of been reevaluated years later. But people are like, this isn't Doom. But I could separate this from Doom because there's not a lot of Doom in this movie.
uh, uh, you are gonna have some Doom in your Doom movie, aren't you? No, you said the one monster was all right. Oh God, Fanny Pack's gonna do Richard Braken. Oh, boo!
He's such a dick. I think you could almost
No.
argue that The Rock is the one that killed him with that big ass gun.
I, well, I thought it was an insta kill, and that's like, oh, the monster's not killing him; he's just dicking him around. He's like a dog with a chew toy. He may have been fine. They're throwing out a lot of names. They're assuming I know. A mutation.
This is the true X-Men movie. You think he's going crazy?
Oh. I mean, is he wrong?
No.
Four isn't that many. You'll get over it. He's getting intense.
No, I think this is when The Rock like really starts to come in alive in this movie. He gets to do something other than Soldier Man. No, I will say, even though I like this movie, I don't understand how you look at those original games and go, "This is our idea."
It feels more like, okay, we want to go more 28 days later.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, aliens, kind of all that stuff. The Doom. Nope, he
It's a,
referenced the Bible again. See? Why are we always experimenting on criminals? It never works out. Chromosome 24 is the key to everything.
get it? It's hell. Uh-oh. I wonder if we're seeing the true villain of the movie.
I'm starting to think that coming here was the worst idea in the long, sad history of bad ideas.
Yeah, how many movies can you apply that to?
Don't go down the circle hallway. Is Pinky wheelchair guy or is that a different guy?
I think he is the wheelchair guy.
Then he couldn't run away, now could he? Bad choice of words.
Is this movie canceled?
For that.
How do you feel about the score for this movie?
Uh yes.
It's like fast paced kind of rock.
I keep feeling like we're gonna walk into the vault from Batman Forever.
Are you ready for this?
This is longer than 10 seconds.
So this chromosome can detect if you're good or evil, and if you're evil, it makes you into a monster. If you're good, it gives you superpowers.
Alright.
See, this movie's amazing.
Well, it's like the super soldier serum thing from Captain America, where it's like, well, if you're good, you're gonna be fine, but if you're bad, you're gonna turn into a Red Skull. Somehow that sells it better.
Well, that because
I
that movie
can't
just
explain
ripped
why.
this movie off.
That's your letterbox review.
Superior Captain America: The First Avenger. But no, I love that when you're infected, it can tell if you're good or bad. If you're bad, you turn
uh,
into a horrifying monster.
it, and the unaccounted part of the human body is the soul. Okay.
That was a trailer line.
Oh.
Oh God, Robert! Some of the expressions on your face during this movie have made it all worth
Ah,
it.
I want to like it. It has its moments. Oh no.
Remember Dawn of the Dead?
Oh no, it's a zombie movie. I mean, the action is more coherent than House of the Dead. I'll give it that. I just think I was more entertained by that movie.
That is a better like watch party movie.
Mhm. That's the problem. Is I'm missing all the story and
Of
nuance
course.
by talking over it.
This is on the level of The Godfather in terms of sophistication. Have you really bought The Rock going crazy? And
I mean, this is just The Rock.
I mean, unironically though, I think that is the thing that works the most. Is just like he's not used to these missions going badly, and the first time one does, he
Mm.
snaps.
I've also yet to see him as a bad guy. He hasn't done anything I've objected to yet. They're just gaslighting him.
I wonder if the guy that played Kid has done anything.
Yes, kill all of them. Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Hmm. I think Carl Urban's the bad guy. I'm Team The Rock.
Whoa!
Hmm.
The kid that plays the guy that plays the kid is a voice actor in one of my favorite Switch games, Blade Chronicles 2.
Oh,
Holy shit!
well, good for him.
Oh, Duke, the guy that was flirting with uh, Rosamund Pike, is
Hmm.
also in one of the Resident Evil movies. That's why he looks so familiar.
Oh, so if you were comparing this to like the Resident Evil movies, like in terms of schlock, would this be like somewhere in the middle for you, or upper
Yes,
tier?
the first three are better than this. This is probably better than everything after that.
I can believe that.
Although the ending of the final fight in four is better than anything in this movie. That's the one that Red Letter Media has like a meltdown over.
Oh, I thought that was two, unless I'm
No,
confusing that
that's
video.
no that four is the one that Jay says is borderline experimental. Yeah, I want more performances like this from The Rock, where he's just slowly becoming unhinged.
No, that guy.
Hey, that is Rex from Xenoblade 2. Show your fucking respect. You know, say what you will, The Rock is going for
Yeah, he's not phoning it in. I don't dislike him in this movie.
it. Truly his last great performance. I wonder if we're foreshadowing something here.
Oh,
Oh, he's gonna say your favorite thing.
oh my God, we actually did it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was a different time.
Oh, I think that was Dexter Fletcher. Goodbye.
There's something right behind me, isn't there?
I
I forgot
needed that
about that.
monster to have more screen time. Kill them all.
So as a kid, I didn't really understand, gun lingo or anything. So I was so confused why the hell he was screaming about a magazine.
That's funny. Now's not the time for that, The Rock.
That was Carl Urban.
Same difference. So, but they just went like the more the zombie angle just because it was cheaper, right? Like,
Probably.
we'll have a
Oh,
couple
your favorite
monsters, and
character's
then
gonna
it's
die.
oh no, no, not that guy.
Hey, he was one of the more memorable ones. He flirted with Rosamund Pike.
That's something.
They had chemistry. That also shocked me. I didn't think The Rock would die the first time I watched this.
He's like, that wasn't in my contract. I'm not supposed to lose fights.
Part of me wonders if this movie is partially responsible for that addendum to his contract. Now we are coming up on a sequence I think everybody agrees is cool. I don't know if you know about this.
Yeah, the first person.
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't, but it's cool that you do. Have you seen any of it?
Maybe like a few seconds.
Honestly, I would be cool with a Doom movie that just tried that as a movie, like a first, like that Hardcore Henry, I think it was, that came out a few years ago.
Yeah, that movie's not bad. It's pretty cool.
Right, that is a
It's
Doom
it's
movie.
yeah, it's borderline experimental.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny though because it's like doing a first person selling a first person movie is hard enough, but remember, this is Hollywood. Hollywood doesn't even like making movies where a character wears a helmet the whole time.
They picked the right
I
two final survivors.
I don't like where this relationship's going. Getting married,
Brother and
killing
sister no
Frankenstein by
more.
himself.
Also, a unique outliner. This is a final duo that is not romantically involved in any way.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm glad we didn't go there. But it is refreshing. I do like a good sibling pairing in a movie like this.
you're just
Uh
waiting
oh.
for the brother and sister no more.
No. Okay. Are we gonna give him like the adrenaline or something? Oh, I get it. We went in his eye.
Yeah, because he's the Doom guy.
Oh my god, I am become Doom, destroyer of demons,
Or in this case, zombies.
zombies. There we go.
I will be right.
He's the Doom guy. He's shooting. That was nice. This is more of a rail shooter. They're just kind of standing there, waiting to get shot. I wish more of the movie was creative like this, because there are some fun little bits thrown in here. You know, this first person long take action sequence it is the most memorable part of the movie. Certainly, I don't need the whole movie to be this, but it's something. You know, I just wish there was more action because I think the action in this movie is really lacking. I don't know. I wouldn't mind another Doom movie though. Just kind of look at what worked and just make a balls to the wall action movie. You know,
There's that
give me more
monster.
gore. Yay! Now, like I was just saying, this is pretty fun, and I just want more of the movie. This. Oh,
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
oh no! It's wheelchair guy.
And that
I knew
is the
about.
monster that was on the cover of 3, I believe.
Gotcha. I knew about that. I knew that wheelchair guy like kind of the monsters from the games. So it's like, see,
Honestly, for '05, that doesn't look bad.
it's not terrible.
But no, I mean this is the Doom part of the Doom movie. You know what, Robert? That's what we should do after Resident Evil. Is we'll play Doom 2016.
Oh, yeah. Doom could be a fun one. And that's had what, one sequel since then? Or a couple? What's the current state of the Dune?
One
Not
sequel with
Dune,
another one
Doom
coming
video.
out.
Gotcha. Where's Sam?
Although I don't know if that new one is a direct sequel or just like it's just a Doom game.
Gotcha.
Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah. Hey, he found her. Oh no. The Rock is a Doom monster. See, he took care of it. How is he the bad guy? There was a
He
problem and he
murdered
took care of
hundreds
it.
of innocent people.
Ah, they were probably infected. Again, he's speaking sense. Karl Urban's name is Reaper. Stop boasting about being good or whatever. It is finished. So, do most Doom games end with like a mostly human antagonist final boss?
No. Well, I can only speak for the reboots.
How do you mess with that gun?
Don't ask questions. Fuck you.
Do something.
It's building anticipation, Robert.
What is he, Batman?
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, Carl Urban was my pick for Batman when they announced BVS.
Yeah, he would have been good. My top pick was Josh Brolin.
That was a lot of people. Still don't see it.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Well, what I like about Brolin is he's got a naturally deep voice, but which
Mhm.
you like never get with any of the Batman actors. I think it'd be kind of refreshing. I was happy with Affleck though. Affleck did a
Yeah.
great job. I juked him. Just shoot him.
They got to do it the old-fashioned way, Robert.
Sir, this is not warranted. He's possessed by chromosome demons.
Hey,
You don't need to
Karl Urban
prove
also
anything.
has the chromosome demons. They just decided he's the good guy. This is a fun action sequence, though. More so this fist fight, but
That's a good move. He's fine. Oh, foiled by twist ties. Oh, don't clip this out of context. Just those tight close-ups on their faces grunting. Oh my god. I am the villain of this story.
ooh,
John, do you know what Karl Urban needs right now?
a big fucking gun.
No, he needs a high hide.
Of course, yeah.
You go high and you hide. It's a high hide.
Do you think The
It,
Rock could get in high hide?
so does Karl Urban also have chromosome superpowers? Like, how is he not dead?
Yeah, his sister injected him with it, and that's what started the first person sequence.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
Weren't you paying attention?
I was looking at the chat.
I don't believe you.
Oh, he's changing. He's going full deadite. Wee. Pretty cool. Uh, but he said hell because, like, demons, remember?
Yeah. See, this is a faithful adaptation. Get it? The lights pouring down on them like heaven.
Oh. Oh, that's a way to end that. All right.
So this is Nine Inch Nails playing over the credits.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of this song. It's a weird choice for this movie, but
Well, what are you gonna do?
all right, Robert. You've now seen the Doom movie,
I
or
have.
one of the Doom movies. Now, how do you feel?
uh, like House of the Dead was better.
I mean, that is a better movie to show people.
Yeah, I mean,
I think if
this
you're just
has
watching
its
it on your
moments.
own, this is a better movie to watch.
Yeah, it's just my issue is it's just really slow, and the bombastic action kind of grindhousey, schlocky moments for me are kind of few and far between. I don't think there's enough of that. But some good cast members.
And that's what elevates some of those slower materials because I still like watching just Karl Urban work against Rosamund Pike or The Rock.
Mhm.
But even then, like I like this movie, but it's like a 3 out of 5 if I was rating it. Maybe a 3.5. And all the cinephiles can go and pull up my letterbox and be offended. I probably gave this a higher score than like The Godfather. All right, Robert, we made it through another one.
We did.
Are you glad to have finally seen Doom?
Sure.
Are you
I
gonna go
watched
rush
it.
out and buy the 4K?
No,
You
might rush
should.
out and buy the sequel though.
Oh,
I'm guessing they took everything that worked and leaned into that for the sequel.
of
I'll give them
course.
the benefit of the doubt.
That's exactly what happened. All right,
Why is this
Robert.
guy shooting the credits? What is he stupid?
Next Friday we are doing My Bloody Valentine, both of them. That'll be around Valentine's Day. That'll be on Valentine's Day. So if you don't have a girlfriend, come spend your Valentine's Day with us
Or a significant other of any time,
at any
of any
time.
type. Just come out, watch a couple movies with us.
Yeah, but
Don't go
for the
out in the
more
outside
important,
world.
more importantly, Robert, what are we doing next or the Friday after that?
So in 2 weeks, I am going to make you watch this movie that I'm pretty sure you haven't seen, but maybe you have. My pick is The Hitcher from 1986
I have not. It's been on the list.
with Rutger Hauer.
I'm surprised that's not on our
So
remake and original list.
yeah, I thought about that, but then I don't know. I thought mix it up.
Yeah, I
It's
mean that's
fine.
fine. We can do it
We're
that way.
we're, we're
It's not
never
like we
gonna
did Every.
we're not gonna run out of movies to add to that wheel. And there's a lot of big ones we still want to hit that we haven't yet. So for now, let's do The Hitcher. But that's not going to be a commentary. I think I'll just make you watch it, and then we'll just talk about it for like an hour. That
We can
that
do
that
that.
I think would be better for a review than
Mm-hmm.
a commentary. But yeah, I'm curious what you'll think of The
That's been on my
Hitcher.
list for a
It's a
long
cult
time,
classic,
and all I
and
know
well,
about the
this is your
reboot is
excuse
it
to
has
watch it.
Sophia Bush in it.
And I think Sean Bean plays The
A
Hitcher.
bean?
A Bean, Sean Bean, which is good casting, but I've heard not good things about that movie. But I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the forgotten Platinum Dune
Oh
remakes.
yeah, and it was an early one too. I think it's like around this. I think it's like 2005 or something.
It's
I don't know
later than
why.
that. The Hitcher remake.
Maybe
That's '07.
'07. All
So
right, so
that's
kind of in the middle.
closer to the end because the last one they do is Nightmare in 2010.
Well, there you go.
It's also got Neil McDonough.
Who is only in good things?
He's in Walking Tall. He's the villain in that.
Nice.
You know who the hero of Walking Tall is?
Nope.
The Rock.
Yay.
No, that's a pretty good movie. He plays a marine that like comes back to his hometown and finds that it's just like completely corrupt. So he becomes the sheriff. The
Gotcha.
weirdest casting choice is his sidekick is or a deputy is Johnny Knoxville. It's not a comedy.
That makes sense. Yeah, Nuxo was picking some weird projects for a while. I guess just trying to do different things, and I don't really know what he's up to now.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure most of them are like
I
probably
mean, it.
crippled from Jackass.
Oh yeah. Well, isn't he like the voice of Leonardo in that first Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movie or something? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
Johnny Knoxville. Well, before we look this up, So then next Friday is My Bloody Valentine double feature. Then after that is The Hitcher. But between those, on Sundays we are doing The Last of Us currently, and then this coming Thursday we will be doing Resident Evil 3. And then after that, I think we'll do Doom, since we watched the Doom movie. But
Yeah, we gotta
anyway,
tie
until
that one up.
then, have a great night, everybody. We appreciate you hanging out, and we'll see you
Later.
guys on the next one.
Doom.
Doom.